Hello everyone, this is Roxas1559 and welcome back to Transformers. Without further ado, I think it's time we go to one of these drop zones and get ourselves some of those mini-cons. Starting with our first level, the Amazon, where we have 9 mini-cons and 13 data-cons to find. So, let's go to the Amazon Basin. Quite a few troops have been deployed. This isn't going to be easy. But now we get into the actual game itself. So controls for this game are rather simple. Use the left analog stick to move around. Use the right analog stick to move the camera and your aiming reticle. Hit the L1 button to jump. Hit the R1 button to fire your trusty blaster. Hit the L2 and the R2 button for mini-con power-ups that we will be getting later on. Pretty much how the allocation goes for mini-cons. On R1, we will have blaster mini-cons that will affect what kind of blaster we have. For R2, we'll have artillery-style mini-cons, basically weapons, sniper rifles, missiles, grenades, EMP blasts, you know, standard Cybertronian affairs. On the L2 button, we'll have passive abilities, such as melee boost, or in some cases, shields. And on the L1 button, we'll have ones that will affect our movement, or give us more armor, things in that nature. So those are the main controls for there. So what do the face buttons do? And what does the D-pad do? D-pad in this game does nothing. So you don't need to worry about that. But you're probably wondering the most important thing. We're a Transformer. How do we transform? Well, hit the triangle button and you can transform at any time, which is a lot of fun. I think that's why I like this game so much. I just love the transformations and I love the sound effect it makes. Let's listen to that again. Such a cool sound. But when we're inside vehicle mode, what are the controls? Hit the X button to accelerate, hit the square button to stop, and hold it to reverse. Triangle button transforms. And finally, we have the circle button, which puts you in recon mode. Recon mode is a first-person mode. You can only walk while you are in recon mode, so keep that in mind. Hit the L3 button to exit out of it. Hit the R3 button to zoom in. I believe I have it options. Yes, R3 also puts you inside of recon mode, which is something that feels a little bit more natural to me, but that's just me. There is one last thing we can do with the R1 button, and that is melee attacks when we are right in front of an enemy. So that's pretty much the controls and pretty much what Red Alert is going to be telling me in these briefings that we're about to get right now. So hit the select button to respond and you will get messages from Red Alert. He will tell you where to go. So why don't we listen to him?
The Decepticons have followed the Minicon signal to Earth. Our mission directive is to locate the Minicons before they do. Megatron has a head start, and his new Decepticlone army massively outnumber us. This is a full-scale invasion. Navigate your way to the top of that cliff and survey the area. Do you read me?
I'm on it.
Yep. So a full-scale invasion. Where are humans? They are not present in this game at all. So for those of you who are the type of Transformers fans that hate the human aspect, you'll like this game because there are no humans at all. But what else do you want, Red
We're
Alert?
picking up enemy activity. It's one of Megatron's new Decepticlone soldiers. Prepare to engage. This will be a good opportunity to adjust your circuits for combat on Earth. Do you read me?
Affirmative.
And let us go into recon mode. And this right here is a light unit. They are the smallest and frailest of the Decepticlone army. And normally they're in groups with each other. So normally you won't have a lone light unit by itself unless you try to coerce them and draw their attention elsewhere to weed them out, but that very rarely works. So let us fire, and there we go. Now you might notice that our health is at the lower left-hand corner. And how do you regain health? Well, whenever you kill enemies, they will drop energon. Energon being your life force, your blood, so to speak. You do not regenerate energon over time. You have to kill enemies to get energon. Sometimes they will drop large clumps of energon, but that's usually reserved for the bigger enemies. And Red Alert wants to talk to us yet again.
Commander, the Decepticlones have located a minicon and are preparing to load it onto that dropship. Recommend you engage the enemy and recover that minicon. Please acknowledge.
Affirmative.
So, the Decepticlones have found a minicon, eh? Okay, looks like you can't enter recon mode while moving. That's kind of annoying. Now, you could always tell if you're able to hit an enemy as the target reticle will turn red. Like so. Here come the Decepticlones. Now, the annoying part right now, what I'm working with is my controller is slightly broken. I go through a lot of controllers on the PS2 because I don't take care of them too well. Kind of a fault of mine. And as a result, there may be button input delay that you'll notice when I try to fire. And if I make comments on it, just know that it's not entirely my fault. But let's open up this minicon. And who is our first minicon companion? Why, it's missiles!
Minicon. Good work, sir. Every minicon you rescue allows you to access extra functions and use different weapons. Keep your optics open while you're out in the field. Minicons could be anywhere. You can equip new minicons as you rescue them. If you want to modify your minicon loadout, return to Autobot HQ via Warp Gate.
So, meet Lock-On. Yes, every single minicon has its own name and its own function. Some minicons do slightly similar functions, but most of them do their own type of function. So we have homing missiles. This minicon launches an energon-seeking missile that acquires its own target and homes to it. Press the R2 button to launch a missile. So we'll attach to the R2 button. And yes, this game does autosave, so keep that in mind. Now, one thing to keep in mind as well, whenever you rescue a minicon or collect a datacon, if you die, you do not have to recollect that minicon or datacon. It stays collected, which is great for me because there's going to be some tense moments later in this project. I'm going to shoot an energon missile. All right. There we go. That takes care of those Decepticlones. Now you might be wondering, why am I kind of taking them off from afar? These guys, despite being the light units, hurt a lot. And when they're in large groups, it's really, really bad. So I don't think there's any more Decepticons around. Ah, there's one right there. So fire! Luckily, these are just light units, so we can take them out relatively easily with our regular blaster. So what is this right here? This is our save point and our checkpoint system in the game. Hit the X button to activate it.
This appears to be a node in a modified space bridge network. The Minicons created it to travel across Earth. Activate warp gates to log your mission progress. You can also use these to return to Autobot HQ, where you can restore your Energon and modify your Minicon loadout.
So,
Did you get that?
we have warp gates for these space bridge. Space bridges being a common aspect inside of the Transformers universe, allowing Transformers to, well, travel through space at breakneck speeds. And pretty much what happens when you return to base? Well, one thing really bad happens. Enemies respawn. Enemies also respawn if you die. So don't die.
Sir, we've detected a Minicon signature within that ruined temple. Recommend you enter the structure with caution and rescue it. Decepticons are in close proximity. Do you read me?
Check.
Yeah, close proximity. Believe me, they are grouped together, to say the least. In fact, you can see an army of them right there. Alright, taking them out one by one. Good so far. We got other Decepticons up there. This is gonna get me hurt, but I need to take them out. Unfortunately, homing missile can't take out too many of them. Somebody shooting at me. My first hit. Ah, jeez. Didn't see these guys. All right. Whoa, don't want to fall down there. That would cause me to have to go back around. Trees. The Amazon is hard to fight in because of all the trees. Come on. There, just grab this Energon. As you can see, my health is depleting very fast. And I gotta grab this Energon before it disappears. As you can see, we have other Minicons and Datacons around there. That one in particular we can't get just yet because it's on a hill, which will be bad for us. Alright, how many are left around the temple? Okay, I see you. I can take you out with my blaster. Take you out with my blaster as well. If this rock was not in my way. There we go. There we go. It's weird. You can exit recon mode while you're walking, but you can't enter it while you're walking. Okay, I clearly collected 3 Energon globs. Why didn't I get more Energon for my health? Anyway, I need to bring up something as well that was brought to my attention that I didn't exactly think about when, you know, discussing about the HP in this game. Everyone has the same HP, it's just how much damage they end up taking. Turns out the HP section when inside the bios for the Transformers represented horsepower. I'm an idiot. Alright. So, okay, why is my controller not moving? Oh, they see me. They see me. Okay, these trees suck. right. Hopefully you didn't hear that. That was my phone going off. But what were the Decepticlones guarding? Why, it's another Minicon. Minicon number 2 of 9. Meet Pressure Point. Pressure Point is a green Minicon, the melee booster. This Minicon increases melee attack damage, melee attack a target to use it. You can put it on the L2 or the R2 button. Certain Minicons you can interchange between L2 and R2, but it's better to put them on the slots that you're not using. So we're gonna put him on that slot right there. Getting some frame drops here. I think my copy's a little bit too scratched up. Maybe I should order a new one, because mine is really overplayed. Because this happens sometimes when my discs are too scratched up. I get everything gets all scratched up. All right, so here is the temple. So we got 2. Oh, they see me. Good thing this is energy seeking. All right, we're gonna grab the energon right there. I'm gonna save right here at the ruined temple. All right. And looky. There's a medium unit there. This medium unit has more health and does more damage than your average unit, which is why he's now dead. Who's shooting me? Oh, you're a little light unit, you. How cute. Oh, we got more. We got another medium unit. All right. All right. Come on. No, don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. You don't want to shoot me. Stop shooting me. Stop shooting me. Stop shooting me. There we go. All right, so that takes care of all those units. Let's grab this energon before it disappears. The worst part is that energon disappears in this. But let us grab this Minicon right here, Minicon number 3, which is Safeguard. Safeguard is a very good Minicon because Safeguard reinforces the Autobots with moderate armor protection. Safeguard is always active. It is armor, so we're gonna put this on the L1 button. Up, I see a light unit. I saw a light unit. So notice that Safeguard has the little red right there around our health. That's not all that happens now that we have Safeguard with us, because now we have 2 red Minicons. Inside this game, color coordination of Minicons is important. Depending on the color coordination you have for your Minicons determines how much bonus health you actually have. So for red, you gain a moderate amount, not too much. All right, I'm gonna snipe them from afar here. Wait for the thing to recharge. All right, and 1, 2. Okay, you noticed that, but you don't see. No, okay, never mind. You're gonna run towards where your friend was, and you'll probably see me now. Yeah, you're coming to the area where the shot went, and that's what you get. You get death. But let us continue forward And before we go, we're gonna go down a bit. I should mention you do take fall damage in this game, so don't jump from too high of a spot, otherwise you will get hurt and ragdoll. But this is a datacon. A datacon
You have retrieved
is...
a datacon. Good work, sir. We can extract information from every datacon you find.
And they also unlock concept art, toy decos, different films, and other extra goodies that are located inside this game. You get datacons for extras, you get minicons to complete the game. That's how this goes. So, let us... There's a unit that saw me. Where? Whoa. Oh, light unit. Hi, I didn't see you. Now I did. See, you could have lived if you didn't try to shoot me. Okay, we're starting to get pretty late into an episode. We're almost to a checkpoint, and then I'm going to end off the part and come back for that checkpoint to finish up this level. The reason is because I actually have plans tonight, and I'm recording this kind of late just to keep myself up, just to give you a heads up on how late this is. I'm going out with friends to go and eat at 11 o'clock at night. Yeah. Our schedules really conflict. But here we have another datacon over here, but Red Alert has something.
Identified a Decepticon warp signal emanating from the opposite side of the river. It is Cyclonus. You can cross at the top of the waterfall. Recommend you change into vehicle mode to speed up the operation.
Cyclonus, huh?
I'm on it.
Why, that's one of the Armada Decepticons that are one of the main Decepticons in this game. And they are pretty interesting. I should mention, whenever you retrieve a datacon, you will gain Energon. So there is that. Alright, and please don't hit the light unit. Yeah! Two. Alright, so I'm gonna have to put the pedal to the metal because this is already gonna be like a 30-minute part. I should mention that with the open world nature of this game, you are practically going to be seeing very long episodes from me with this. Maybe even an hour-long episode if the project gets further along. Alright. 2, 3. And what is this? This is another datacon. We're not going to be getting another minicon inside this place until later. Oh, I did not see the medium units. Ah, dang it, you dodged. Yeah, medium units have the ability of having knees, allowing them to jump and dodge. It's an advanced development in Cybertronian technology. The ability to have knees like regular Cybertronians. Okay, stop shooting me. Stop shooting me. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. I was supposed to crush you. There we go. And grab the datacon. You can skip the cutscene by hitting the X button. Now there should be another datacon over this way. We gotta hurry. I've got like another 4 minutes before my friends show up. Hello, medium units. Give me this datacon. Some toys. You can access the extras inside the beginning menu. Whoa. Okay, I pissed them off. Hi! Don't mind me. Just gonna grab this datacon. More toys. I'm one of you! And now I'm out! Toot toot. Toot toot. Trees don't damage me, but they don't fall before my might. Unrealistic. Just like Grand Theft Auto. Curses foiled by foliage again. But let's get across the bridge, get to a safe spot. Okay, where do you want?
Analysis of enemy movements confirms that Cyclonus is marshaling a powerful Decepticlone task force at the ruins on that mountain. Follow the track, but be careful. There are wide ravines ahead. Did you get that?
Will do.
So, we're gonna do that next time. So, anyway, guys, I'm gonna end it off right here. This has been Roxas1359. Next time, we're gonna be going to the top of the mountain in the Amazon to see if we can track down Cyclonus. See you all next time.